What's up, everybody? Trent with SoundLink Magazine here at Warped Tour. This time with Devin from the Acacia Strain. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. It's pretty hot today, but not the worst of the tour.
Oh yeah. This has been a weird tour. I actually saw you guys a couple of nights ago in Durham because of a canceled date and stuff. So, like, what's this vibe on this tour been like for you guys this year?
It's been pretty good. Making a lot of new fans, playing to a lot of our old fans, getting along with a lot of other bands is pretty cool. So, I mean, the only downside is some of the heat. Like Arizona and Las Vegas were miserable. Yeah. But we're out of like the over 100-degree weather. Oh, yeah. So it's cooling down a little bit. Yeah,
I mean, I think it's hot here in Charlotte. I can't imagine those days. And you guys everybody knows you guys as a really heavy band. You know, there's a lot of other heavy bands on this tour. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys are hot. What is it like watching those kids out there just kicking around and jumping around and stuff in like those temperatures and everything? Like, what's that like seeing that stuff?
It's wild because it's like, I remember being, 14, 15 years old and wanting to do that, and thinking about it now, I'm just like, no way. I don't even want to go to most shows because I'm just like, I'm going to sweat. It's going to be a million degrees in there. I'm going to be deaf at the end of the night. But, I mean, people seem to enjoy it, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys, almost a week ago tomorrow, when at the time of this recording and stuff, so you guys just put out a record, Gravebloom, and everything. So what are you guys trying to accomplish with that one that you guys haven't done with any of the other records? What are you guys trying to push? What are you guys trying to say with it?
I mean, we're not really trying to push or say anything. We're just doing what we want to do. I mean, it's music we wanted to listen to and wanted to create, and that's what came out.
Okay. Is there any concept behind the name Gravebloom, or what's the story behind that name and the whole artwork and everything with that?
Just, I think Vincent with lyrically, everything was kind of, this record was centered around just death, and that it's not necessarily, thinking about all that isn't the worst thing in the world. Okay. And so there's a lot of stuff that goes around that, like the kind of, I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I just play guitar.
All right. Which is also another aspect of the album, which is very heavy and stuff. So a lot of people are getting it depends on who you ask. A lot of people have mixed reactions with the way heavy music is. With some deathcore bands getting a little softer or adding clean vocals and stuff. So what do you guys do to push yourselves creatively where you can stay heavy without having to add any of that extra stuff in right there?
I don't know. I can't write unless I'm in just like a miserable headspace. Okay. Like when we're recording, I barely sleep. I can't, like, the stuff we're writing, like I can write during the day and whatever, but it has to be like 4 a.m, like I haven't slept in 36 hours for stuff to come out that I really think is like, this is what I want to use. Stuff I'm happy with. And as far as other bands go, I don't really care. Like, there's people are always like, oh, did you hear what this band's doing? I'm like, I didn't, because I don't care. Okay. Because it's, end of the day, there's a lot of bands that are just trying to do what sells, and I don't care if nobody buys the record. It's what we wanted to put out. So.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So after this tour and stuff, you guys have anything coming up for the fall where it's a little bit cooler? Any more club tours coming up, or going overseas or anything like that?
Right now, we don't have anything planned. Big part of that is, there's so many bands on Warped Tour, and right after, everyone has a record coming out on Warped Tour. Yeah. Right after that, everyone's doing a headliner, so we're just take some time. Like, we're all getting a little bit older, so I've got a wife, I've got dogs, cats, a house, so I'm just gonna go home and work and hang out. Everyone's else gonna kind of do the same thing. See how the record does, and then we'll base plans based on that.
Yeah. Something I heard Vincent say the other night too, outside talking to somebody, is that you guys have like actual jobs outside of this. So like, how do you manage, doing a band full time and working full time and stuff? Like, how does that go hand in hand? How have you figured out how to make that work?
It's really just luck of the draw. Like, it's taken years to find something where you can work, and they kind of are like, oh, well, this isn't your main thing. You're in a band, and it's not like some little local band where you want to take the weekend off for shows. Yeah. Like, I manage a video game store at home called Warp Zone, and my manager, my owner of the store, he's awesome, and he's a metalhead, so he's like stoked that we're doing this, and it's been great finding that. Vincent works he works at a venue at home. He has like a kind of supervisor job there, and it's easy because he's around music. He knows how all this stuff works, so it's easy. Griffin owns a recording studio back home, so he just makes his own. I mean, he can leave whenever he needs to. Okay. Kevin and Tom, our drummer and a guitar player, they're both working their asses off. I think Kevin works like 80 hours a week when he's home, but he had a baby like almost 2 years ago in November, and so he's doing everything he can to be like a good dad, just like give that kid everything she needs. So that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I got a little fun one here for you, and we'll let you get out of here. You guys are a really heavy band, but if you guys could do a Punk Goes Disney cover song, like which Disney song would you cover? You guys have kids and everything, so I'm sure they're Disney nuts. So like, which Disney song would the Acacia Strain cover and make totally like super heavy and all that?
Oh man. I would say You Got a Friend of Me by Randy Newman, just because Randy Newman's sick.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, Devin. All right, sweet. So thanks for talking to us today, and have a safe rest of the tour and all that. Thanks. Sweet. This is Trent with the Acacia Strain for SoundLink Magazine. Thanks for watching.